Hello, hello, hello. Can everyone hear me? How are you guys doing today? How are we doing? So, I want to do a new sort of live stream setup to where we're talking about Transformers and we're doing tier lists. I know tier list was a big thing back then, but we're going to do our own version of it. And hopefully everything doesn't screw up like it normally does for a live stream. I know that my screen says, "Oh, you don't have enough latency, so you're dealing with buffering." We can hear you loud and clear. Okay, good. Good. Can you hear a bit of the music in the background? I kind of wanted to have just a little taste of music in the background. If not, not a big deal. But hey, whatever. So yeah, we are actually going to do things a little differently with our tier list. You guys will be able to sway the vote on certain Transformers characters. Yes? Okay, cool. You guys will be able to sway the vote on certain Transformers characters and toys that we talk about. So, let's say, for example, we have a Bumblebee toy that I put at the bottom tier of the list. If you think that that figure should go higher, you could speak up and say, well, I think that should go in, let's say, the third to last tier. And so we can decide where we can meet in the middle, and it would be the second to last tier. Because if I'm at the bottom, you're at the third, then the middle would be the second. You know what I mean? But I will kind of be the host of it. So my judgment will be kind of final. But, I mean, you're still involved if you want to be. Anyways, so, with that out of the way, we're going to make it look a little differently. I kind of like how I have this little intro thing with the Transformers Ultimate Tier List live. What you'll see is something like, let me see, something like this. So currently I have my TF Talk Outlook thing, and I might change that up in the future. But you see the figure on the top. That is going to be the first figure we're going to talk about. And as we continue on, that photo is going to change to the next figure. So this is going to be kind of like an introduction video, or kind of like an introductional way of doing it. So we're going to do CyberWorld because I feel like that's small enough for us to do very quickly. We can breeze by it. But in the future, I plan on doing like the first year of Legacy Evolution, Legacy United, maybe some of the exclusives as a separate video. I plan on doing mostly Studio Series stuff because I want to do them in parts. I want to do 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, blah, blah, blah. Instead of just doing them all in series. Because the thing about doing them in series is they're constantly being updated. The difference between that and doing them by year is that year would be finished, so we know what came out that year. It's not like we can really add anything to it. You know what I mean? So, if you like this format, there you go. Also, currently, I am trying to raise funds for just a thing I was looking at. If I don't, it's not a big deal. But I just wanted to kind of try it out. So, my current goal raising is $8. But it is not something you're required to donate to. I am going to go to my live stream so that I can see the chat. Why is it not letting me click on my live stream? It should. I made the live stream. I should be able to. Your videos. Let's see. Live. That's not it. Where is it? Guys, where is it? I know you have it. Oh, there it is. Oh, I got an ad. Boo-hoo. Okay. Let's see. We've got Jason Paris. Hello. We've got Flawed Indeed. Hi. We've got Optimus Prime 1346. What would happen, you go to a universe of Transformers zombies? I'd be scared and probably poop myself. We've got Cyberbar. We've got JJ Prime Reviews. How you guys doing? So like I said before, you guys get to sway the vote on what you think. If I'm putting it too low or too high, you could speak up and say something. I'm going to say that this now Skybite should be on the top tier of the list. Okay, so I'm going to take that into consideration. So that would be one of the things. Omabat. Did I say Omabat? Omabat's here. So yeah, all we're doing is this and raising $8 for a plastic toy. But hopefully this will be entertaining enough. I honestly passed on most of the CyberWorld toys. Not for me, unfortunately. That is totally fine, you know. Maybe one of these days, too, we'll have one of the live streams where we're going to have guests. I don't know. But for right now, this is just how it is. So, with that out of the way, this is going to be a quick one just because it's kind of a startup. I kind of want to flesh out some of the details with it. I want a few figures, not going to lie. Yeah, I was looking at some of them, and I want to get them. All right, so the current figure we've got. This is the Transformers CyberWorld Cyber Changer Optimus Prime. This is the most basic toy out of, or the most basic wave, so it's the cheapest one. I don't know what the US price, I think it's like $8.99, but in Canada, I believe these are they're either $10.99 or $12.99, I can't remember. But this is the simplest form of Optimus Prime. It is also the Optimus Prime that they used within the show. I'm going to definitely need help with this because I don't know much about these because I don't have too many of these. First of all, they have no elbow articulation. So we're just going to push that off to the side. Because even if it's in the top tier list and it doesn't have elbow articulation, it doesn't matter because none of them have elbow articulation. So we're going to take that fact and just shove it to the side. Is the Optimus Prime good? I think it's a nice looking basic Optimus Prime. I kind of like how it's got the wheels underneath the arms. I kind of like how that feels a little different. What I don't like is the window on the chest because it doesn't have that split. I get that it's something a little bit different, but because it doesn't have that line going down it, I mean, you could see the where the two windows split, but because it just visually it doesn't stand out, it just looks like one solid blue brick. You know what I mean? Did you find the Gummy Bear album in stores? I need to find that. You better put Skybite at the very top. Everyone keeps saying Skybite at the very top. $10 for the figures, $15 if they have accessories. Okay. I'd love to see some insane alt modes or rarely used characters later. Yeah, I would love that too. Let's see. Prime looks better than this core class figure, not gonna lie. You know what? That is a good point. I like that core class figure, but there's something really off about it. I'm gonna put this in I like it. Just because, I mean, it's fine as a basic Optimus Prime. It's not really doing anything inherently wrong, you know. I guess would be something that I just don't have any feelings towards. But with this, I mean, I could put it in that. But I feel like he's too simple and just easygoing, you know. It's not doing anything wrong. Megatron Mega Bull. So this is going to be the next figure. Let's see. There we go. Megatron Mega Bull is the next one. I like that he transforms into a bull because it's very, very different. The alt mode isn't really do much. All the animal modes, they just have the guy laying down. I think that these figures could have benefited with some sort of arm joint, like a rotational joint. But they just don't have it. So, because if you rotate it, at least it looks like a hoof, I guess, from the front. I guess if you're looking at it from the side, it's fine, but I don't know. But the head, not just the bull head, but his head sculpt itself, it looks like a furnace because it's got those lines. Megatron dominates in the show, yeah. Why is he a bull? Why is he not a bull? You know what's inherently wrong? Ooh. He's got beef. Yes. Yes. And I said, why not? It's cool. Exactly. You know what? For that fact of why not? It's cool. I'm going to put it for love it. Just because why not? It's cool. It is a Megatron that I really want to get. Okay. Who is the next figure? The next figure is, Dinobot Snarl. Yeah. I got a little confused because he's orange now, so I was like, oh, is it Sludge? No, Snarl. Right. Everyone keeps saying that the colors remind them of what was it, a Junkion? I kept thinking his color scheme reminds me of Scattershot, you know? But I don't know. Like, I think he's fun in the show because he kind of goes all anime in one of the episodes, and I just love that particular scene. I think his body is well rounded. Sorry, I was taking a sip. His body is well rounded. I like the fact that he's got different colors. It kind of reminds me of when they were doing different colors for the Dinobots and Robots in Disguise. In fact, there was a dinosaur that kind of looked like him. And I also kind of like the tail weapon, but I don't know. I don't really care much for that alt mode. I mean, the head's fine, but because the head is so small, you don't really get to see it as a dinosaur so much. His mouth does open. Really? Snarl won me over in the show. Yeah, he did. I kind of want to put him in, I guess. Do you guys think he should be higher or lower than that? His mouth does open. Oh, I just read that. I don't read well. Higher? Okay. I'll put him in with Optimus. I'm not gonna put him any higher than that, just because I think Mega Bull does better. Put him with Prime. Okay, yeah. Skybite. He's just gonna shoot right at the top. I mean, I love Hot Wheels cars. I adore them. And one of the particular ones, actually a couple of them, are designed to look like sharks. And some of them are the more iconic one. I think there's like a Quick Shark Bite or something. I can't remember its name. But it's a more cartoonish looking shark. And when you actually turn the wheels, the jaw opens and closes. It's kind of nice. But it reminds me of the original Shark Cruiser, which is more of a streamlined shark. And the way his alt mode is positioned does look more like that. Yeah, Shark Cruiser. I know Shark Cruiser, but there was also another shark that I was trying to remember. I think it's called Shark Bite. But yeah, it's got wheels, and I love that. Not only do I love the fact that it's just a shark with wheels, not only do I love the fact that it's Skybite, and it's a pretty decently priced Skybite, but the fact that it has wheels is also a nod to Robots in Disguise. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see. That's right, you better put him up there. Okay, Galvatron. Oh no, Bumblebee. Sorry, Bumblebee is the next one. Some people think that this version of Bumblebee is a little too boring. I actually really like him because he kind of reminds me of some of the original Legends class Bumblebee toys, especially for the movies. And I like his alt mode. I love the weapon, these two prongs that come out on the front. Although it doesn't really look too great as a gun in the show. I do like how the blades spray out like that. Hey, I got an ad for a mozzarella burger. There's Hammerbite from Transformers CyberWorld, who's a hammerhead shark. Yeah, I have that, and unfortunately, that figure is yellowed. Anyways, so Bumblebee. I like the blue spikes. I don't know. This is one where you guys are going to have to decide, because I don't have the figure. Should I put it in? I guess. It's fine, but it's not really doing anything exciting. It's mostly the gun that excites me. You know what I mean? And while you guys are deciding, I'm going to check my PayPal to see if anyone's donated. I doubt anyone's donated, but if anyone has donated, I will look. Bumblebee, you're the one who makes flying lots of fun. Nope, no one has, which is fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's just you guys don't care about me. Anyways, I guess I actually really like Galvatron in the show. He should go and like it. Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. But we're talking about Bumblebee. You're jumping too fast for me. I guess he's fine, but a bit much. You know what? Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'll put him in, I guess. you make a great argument that it's a lot for a $15 toy. All right, so Galvatron. I actually want to put him in Like It. I would put him higher, but I'm not sure because I don't have the figure. I love the flame weapon. I think that's kind of cool. I just think he has a cool design. I know it's a lot like two different Scourge figures molded into one. Because, you know, he's got the dragon mode of the Cybertron Scourge, and then he's got the colors of the G1 Scourge. But I really like it, you know? Who's this Galvatron? I only know Junkyard Ron, yeah. I love that he was called Ron. Like, out of all the Transformers names, Ron. I get it, because Galvatron. I also don't like I also do like that they're not going the route of, okay, he's just Megatron again. They're making him his own character for once. That's not something I want them to continue. But every time you see Galvatron in something, you're like, okay, that's just a supercharged Megatron. This was like, no, we're not doing that. Galvatron's his own thing. Which is also kind of weird because they could have just called him Scourge. He has an opening mouth. Huh. I'm finding out today, I'm learning that some of these Transformers have open mouths. Not often do we get flamethrowers in Transformers. Yeah! Even that one Seeker that has the flamethrowers. He didn't really have flamethrowers. I'm gonna put him in Like It. Okay. By the way, I'm not sorting out the different tiers. Like, if I were, Skybite would be going higher than that, but I'm just gonna leave it like this. Okay. That photo looks a little weird. But that is the, what is it? Ultimate Cyber Changer Megatron. So this is the one that transforms into the truck. And it's got the G2 color scheme. But it's got the toy of that Hound figure from, I think it was The Last Night. And basically they gave him a new gun. They updated the back so you can attach a figure, which is actually one of the main reasons why I want it. And then they gave it a new head that looks like Megatron. I know people are going to disagree with me on this. I'm putting it in Love It. I know someone is going to hate me for that. But it's so obscure, it's so weird, that I just love it. I mean, how many times do we get a figure that's going to be like a 3-step Hound turned into a Megatron with the G2 Deco? You can't say that happens often, and they just did it. So that thing is just a waste of a figure. No? Oh no, people are saying no. Should I put it in Like It? I think the colors save it. Yeah, exactly. The colors. I'll put it in Like It if you guys want. I don't want to put it in, I guess. Oh, God. But I said that you guys are influencing it, so. And upscaled to Voyager size 2. Yeah, it is about Voyager size. Nah, keep it in Love It. Don't like it? Oh. Now people are saying I don't like it. I'm going to put it in Like It just because we're getting mixed feelings about it. So. Next one we've got, who do we have next? Grimlock! I almost said Galvatron. Grimlock! So, the Dino mode sucks in this thing. It really is so bad. It has play features, but that's about it. Yeah, exactly. The Dino mode is so bad because all it needed is the body to crunch up a little bit better, and it just does not do that. I get that it has a gimmick in the torso, but it's really bad looking, especially when he's got such a big head. It just does not work. The robot mode is very spindly in the torso. It looks like he transforms into a giant car or something, because it looks like he looks like he took the chest of Sunstreaker. But I don't know. Also, him without the mouth plate is creepy. I hate that in the show. I hate that they give him a mouth. But he's got some nice gimmicks. He's a decent size. I think the coloring is pretty good. And I also like the fact that you can change him into this suit for some of the other guys to ride, because it reminds me of the Exotoa from Bionicle. Me Grimlock should always be on top. Keep it and love it for the funny reigns supreme. You're right. You are right on that G2 Megatron. So where do you think Grimlock should go? Because I'm thinking I like it. Some of it has problems, but I don't. I can't say I love it. I don't know. Someone says love it. You're right. Some of the gimmicks are good. It doesn't fit the rest of the proportions. Most people are saying they love it or like it. I'm going to put it in like it, not because I'm against what people are saying, but because I want to love it. That's my thing. I want to love it, but there are just things I don't love about it. Scorponok. This is the big one, Scorponok. I want to like it a lot because it's a nice, big, gimmicky Scorponok. I love the colors for it. I love the look of the alt mode, except for the legs are sticking right there. I love all the gimmicks. It's got so many play features. And it reminds me, everything here reminds me of the Cyberverse from Dark of the Moon, or the Cyberverse from Transformers Prime line. You guys remember that big giant Optimus Prime figure that, well, it wasn't Optimus Prime, but it was like Optimus Maximus or something. And you could put any of the Cyberverse toys in there, or some of the battle suits or the ships that you could put some of the Cyberverse characters on. That's what this whole line reminds me of. And I think Scorponok is the best way to do it because Scorponok makes sense. He is a big guy. I also like that he seems to scale well with the other characters when you watch the show, because he's not a city transformer, he's a giant scorpion. I love the giant sword, and like I said, I love the colors. Reminds me of Energon just going a little more bright. But I don't like that it's 4 steps. I don't like that he has no joints anywhere in the legs. And I think he's just way too expensive. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I want to like it. I know Arjun likes it. But I just... There's a couple of things that bring it down for me. So what do you guys think? The Gatling gun, I dig the... Oh, yeah. You're talking about for Grimlock, right? It looks cool and fun, definitely. Really great on sale for half price. You know what? That would be cool. But I don't know if I could judge it for the sale price, because it's not on sale, you know. We're judging these by the price they go by. And, I mean, if it's a big sale, like, you could find it in Ollie's, then maybe. Like, if they reduce the price for like, a long time on Amazon, then maybe. But because it is new, we're going by the regular price. I think this goes for $60 Canadian, which is $10 to $20 shorter of a liter. So yeah. Not yet, it's not exactly. He should have had head articulation, at least a swivel. Yep. Pass? Yeah. I think I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna put it in like it just because there are a lot of good qualities with it. But I think the price and the lack of articulation brings it down a notch. Okay, who is next? Is it that Bumblebee? Yeah, it's that Bumblebee. Okay. I put some of these in the wrong order, I think. I think Mirage is supposed to be there. Okay, Bumblebee. This one I really like. It is based on that Reactivate design. And I'm very surprised that they even bothered to do that. I guess they wanted to try and sneak in some simplified toys into the main, or into the Cyber Changers, just because they didn't have like a mainline Reactivate thing. So they didn't have figures that they could put in a smaller scale. So instead of doing that, what they did was just designed a Bumblebee that would fit into the Cyber Changers. The head sculpt reminds me of Transformers Prime as well. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's got a little bit of Prime in the head sculpt. I even mentioned that on Twitter, and got some criticism like, no, it's supposed to be Reactivate. I don't know. I kind of see the Prime influence on there. But I love the alt mode. This is a Bumblebee that I would get. As much as I like the weapon on the main one, I really like how this one turned out. Good night, everyone. All right, see ya. Bumblebeans. Oh, God. You remind me of Thew putting all the beans in a Bumblebee. I'm going to put it in Love It just because I think that if you're going to go for a Bumblebee, this is probably the one to get. Let's see. Wheeljack is the next one. So Wheeljack, I want to like. I love his alt mode. I think that is a really good looking alt mode. The robot is just way too basic. The chest being used from the hood of the car, the front of the car, that's not something that's inherent to Wheeljack. That's more like a Jazz or Blue Streak or even a Bumblebee type thing. So I don't know why it's not on his feet. It's like this figure was meant to also exist to be remolded into someone else. Kind of like what the Mirage Starscream is doing. And I don't think the head sculpt is as outgoing as it should be. Also, is the character dead? Because I think Alita One in the show said that this character is dead. The Wheeljack finger? The Wheeljack finger kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it. I like the colors of the red and green. I like the alt mode, but it does not feel like there's enough Wheeljack going into it. Revenge of the Fallen Barricade figure vibes. Yeah, like the white one. I would tier Wheeljack is, I guess, another I guess, but I do like the look. I guess. But I personally don't like it. I don't know. If you guys disagree too much, then fine, I'll bump it up. But right now, I just don't care about it. There are better Wheeljacks. Next up is Alita One. So she transforms into a boat, which I think is kind of cool as well. I like when they change up their alt modes. Her alt mode reminds me more of the ships. I don't know if they're the Ark, but I don't think that's what they called it. But it reminds me of the ships from Transformers Cybertron that I think in the end of the show combined to form this kind of key weapon thing that looked like an anime. Oh my god, the end of Transformers Cybertron is Kingdom Hearts. I just made that connection. Salmon boat, yeah. Salmon boat. So she looks cool. She's definitely... Her design is very influenced by a comic character. I can't remember what the name is. Someone's going to remind me. But she definitely reminds me of that more so. But I heard that the figure is not that good. The transformation is a little too simple. She doesn't have enough range for her arms. She might be a little too bulky. Not for a female Transformer, but just for the toy itself. Riptide, that's what it is. Nice details, in my opinion. She is a piece of sushi salmon, but in plastic form. You know what? Because everyone says sushi and salmon, I'll put her in I like it. Thunderblast from Transformers Cybertron. It would be cool if they did that as well. Alright, we have 4 figures left, and that's it. Next up is Starscream. I'm going to be totally honest with you. This one is probably, I guess, for me. The reason why is just, like, most of it is fine, but a lot of it is just simple. It is basic. It feels like it's, like, pulling the inspiration of Starscream but very limiting it. And stripping away some of the things. It actually reminds me more of the cyber jets from G2. Which actually wouldn't be a bad thing if they decide, oh, we're going to change this into Hooligan. I'd love that. But I don't really care for it. There's not too many colors. And the wings don't adjust. I don't like that they kind of flap forward. Because they just look like they're so in the way. Yeah, an updated Thunderblast would be awesome. I don't know about you guys, but I really want to put it in, I guess. Because, again, it's not doing anything inherently bad. And if this were to be a Cyberjet, this would be awesome. But as a Starscream, I don't think it's doing enough for me. Next up is Mirage, who takes the Starscream mold and makes it better because who thought, let's make Mirage a jet now? It's so strange to me because there's like no reason for him to be a jet. He could have just been a car and that would have been fine. In fact, I don't know why they didn't do that because they got the Wheeljack. That would have been better for Mirage probably. But I love the look of it. Again, I see Cyberjet in that mold. I don't know, just seeing it in a different color, I'm like, oh yeah, Cyberjet would be very awesome. He seems bland, honestly. Yeah, I get it, but I don't know. See, Starscream is bland because he's Starscream with some of the things removed. Mirage is better because why is Mirage a jet? I still don't get the... I don't get it either, but I'm okay with it, you know? I'm going to leave this one to you guys. I don't think he should be lower than Starscream. And just a reminder, we do have that PayPal link, raising donations for a plastic thing. You don't have to donate. Trust me, you do not have to. It's just there if you want to. I was talking about Starscream. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. You love it? Wow. So we got one I love it for Mirage. We got a thumbs up for Mirage. Also for I like it. I don't know, like, I could easily put this in love it and I'd be fine with it, but I don't know if everyone else is going to agree with that. That's my thing. I would love to get the Mirage. I don't even know if it's available because these waves come in 4 and this one's kind of like an outlier. So I kind of dig them. Yeah. It kind of goes to show that this mold does work better as some other guy. I will admit, I still don't like the wings not being able to move. I feel like because they adjust forward, I would be better off with the hinge that folds them back. And he might be a little too bright. But, you know what? Let's put him in the like. I like him. I like him. There we go. Okay. Mirage is a Walmart exclusive, I think. Oh, I didn't hear anything about that. Top, I guess, but that's just... You know what? Sure. You got the last say. Alright, I'll spare him tonight. Next up is Optimus Prime. So this is going to be the armored Cyber Changer, which means he comes with a weapon. I don't know why they call him armored Cyber Changer when they don't have armor. They got weapons. It doesn't make any sense, you know? I get why they changed in Siege the Target Masters to Battle Masters because some of them are melee weapons. But for this, it doesn't make sense. Money for it anyway. You know what? Good question. I didn't even bring that up. So the thing I'm trying to get with the PayPal, and it's not like I need it. It's not like I'm desperate for it. It's just like, it's a whole thing with PayPal. But anyways, Basically, I only use PayPal for very small things. One of them being Bricklink, and and that's pretty much it. But again, I'm not desperate for it. I just wanted to see if we can just make it happen. That's all. But the reason why is I have this old Lego set called Blaster, not Transformers Blaster, but this Blaster figure is one of the Throwbots or Slicers that came out before Bionicle. I got it from my aunt while we were on a trip. It was at a small Lego shop. I think I got it in around 2004, 2005. So it was like 5 years old at that time. But I got it with the box and everything, all the instructions. I'm unfortunately missing a few of the parts by now, because that was like 20 years ago. So I found a Bricklink order that has all the other parts, like one Bricklink order. Because if I were to find another one, it'd either come from like a different country, or it would be just a few of the parts. So, yeah. Anyways, what is this Optimus? What if this Optimus was green like Yoda? Then it would definitely be Transformers Prime-esque, because I think that's the influence here. I remember a lot of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters, Optimus Primes, they kept adding green for some reason, and I'm not sure why. But for this Optimus Prime, they decide we're going to take that Beast Hunters look and at least change the head to look like that. Because if you look at the artwork for the toy, it is very, very obvious that it is the Prime Beast Hunters Optimus Prime. More so the toy, the Voyager class Optimus Prime. Anyways, going back to this. I like the Gatling gun. It is one of those motorcycle things where you... No, those are Robo-Riders. Throwbots had the discs that could launch. I actually have two of the Robo-Riders right by me. Green Breakdown, my beloved. I want to get that. I don't know where I saw, but I saw a listing that had a Green Breakdown. Anyways, so what was I saying? The Prime Breakdown. Okay. Or Armored Cyber Changer Breakdown. Optimus Prime. Actually, this would be cool as a breakdown. Okay, Optimus Prime. I love that machine gun. It can flip down and form wings. Actually, you know what? This one does make sense as an armored set, because you can put it on the back and it's a jetpack. I also like how when you move the wings, the Gatling guns separate. And that is such a cool gimmick. So on top of that, like that already puts him over, I guess. And I love the look of the Optimus Prime. It is not a basic Optimus Prime, but that's kind of cool. I like the grill. I like the chest and how it's a very different take of an Optimus Prime. I like the different takes, because even though I like the general G1 Optimus Prime, some of my favorite are like Cybertron or the Robots in Disguise Fire Truck. R. Slugger has a great video on the Throwbot Slicers. Yes, I actually watched all three of those recently. Use this gun as jetpack too. Oh, you're right. Yes, you are right. I forgot about that. Anyways, so the Optimus Prime. I really want to put it in. I like it, but if you guys think it should go higher, then that's fine. If you guys think it should go lower because you're not into it, that's fine too. But I'm going to put them in I like it right now. What do you guys think? Let me know. But yeah, the Slicers. It's actually my only Throwbot. I have parts of another Throwbot, but I don't have a complete other one. I've never had a complete other Throwbot. As far as Robo-Riders, I have Swamp and Dust. Swamp, I really like the colors. Dust, I like the gimmick on. Like it is good? Okay, stop yelling at me, Dad! Anyways. Last but not least, Spoiler alert, I think I've made up my mind, is Chop Chop. Okay, I don't like that he's Chop Chop and not Mirage. I don't know why they didn't keep the name. And especially now, because I got all four of the characters in Legacy and Age of the Primes. But actually, they're part of that 2-pack. Also, he kind of looks like Retrax with the mandibles. But I love the color scheme. I actually don't mind the weapon. It's a big, obnoxious weapon, but I kind of like it. I like that he's creepy in the show. I like how he sounds. He reminds me a lot of some of the older, like, early 2000s Transformers characters, or even some of the weird Predacons in Beast Wars, but more so some of the earlier 2000s Decepticons that were kind of just like goofballs or a little bit foolish, you know, and didn't always work under the command of Megatron, just kind of did their own thing, but still was a Decepticon, you know. But yeah, I love Chop Chop too much. This Optimus is really cool, just messing with him now. Really? It was the hardest one to transform due to its stiffness, really. Chop Chop can go and love it, yeah. Man, no Transformers characters is in it as cooties. Ew! No, we've managed to get everyone out of that. Okay, so now that we have this list, it's not finished. Because you guys have to decide whether or not it stays this way. If you guys have a vote of a character or a toy that should move into a different category, speak up now or forever hold your peace, or these two, Chop Chop and Megatron, will get married. Let's see. I'm looking through and seeing if there's anything that I want to change. There's a few I want to change, but it is your choice as well, you know? Plus, he is a little scary and creepy. Exactly, yeah. I keep wanting to lean into my phone to talk, but that is not my microphone. Let's see. While you guys are doing that, I am going to look at my PayPal just one more time. Just one more time. I'm not addicted. No. Okay. Oh, okay. We got another $1.63 from, is it Jesus or Jesus? Macedo. Thank you so much. That is $3. Wow. So I guess the goal now is $5. Yeah, $5. Oh, 326. Okay. It went ... Okay, so let me do some calculations. Let me do a calculator. Calculator. Where's a calculator when you need it? That's a calendar. Why is it that I still can't figure out my phone? $4.74. Oh no! Wait. Oh no! Hold on. Because I already had 604. Okay, 604 is the goal now. 604. My bad. Whoopsie dootsie. Itsy bitsy poopsie. Oh, I closed out of the live chat. I'm stupid today. Okay. They already did get married. How else would you explain Starscream? Chop Chop and Megatron should get married. Let's see. Yeah, it might just be my copy. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really watched too many reviews of this, so it could be a general thing. I moved down Mirage 1 tier and Galvatron up 1 tier, but that is my bias. Make the tier above, call it Grandis. And put Tubby Megatron there. Oh, that'd be awesome. Love it for Snarl just because of the junk young colors. Okay, so we have a vote for Mirage down. Mirage can go down, sure. That's fine. Galvatron up 1. Sure. Let's see. Love it for Snarl. That's one you guys are gonna have to. Um, are you sure? Okay, so we have it as that. Is there any other last minute changes? Any other last minute changes? Grimlock can also go up one for its mecha mode, and other bots can ride it. You know what? That's true. You are right. You are right. It goes up one for the gimmicks. Move Alita down one. Really? Okay, so we move Snarl. I'm actually gonna move Snarl back. Again, you guys can sway your vote, and it helps, but I don't love Snarl personally. Grimlock's fine. Galvatron's fine up there. Snarl might be better off, but I don't know. I'm not comfortable with putting them in love it. That's my thing. Alita One, yeah, she could go. She could stay there. I heard people who have it in hand don't love it as much as they do. I love the design for Alita, but its pose ability, that really doesn't sound great. Yeah. Can you put yourself at the top? Yeah, there I am, right there. I should get the Galvatron from my Uncle Ron. He might like it. Let's see. Poor Wheeljack. You know what, Wheeljack? You have to go right there. Just because there's nothing in this section. You know, we don't want this section to get cold now, do we? Anyways. Yeah, I think that's a good enough list. I don't know. So yeah, thank you for the people who have helped me with the donation thing. Yeah, I really do appreciate that. Because we had a stream yesterday that or a couple days ago, where we were also doing the same thing. So yeah, I think that's everyone. Hopefully CyberWorld does more toys in the future. I would like that. But for right now, this is just how we have it. I like how 2 Optimus Primes are on this section right here. Not that I hate this Optimus Prime, it's just, I don't know. I don't want to feel I love it too much, you know. For people thinking that, oh, you like these toys, I want to keep in mind, this is for the entire CyberWorld stuff. I'm not just going to put them all at the bottom because they don't have elbows or because they're for kids or whatever, you know. Just because this list has these up here doesn't mean that these guys are in the same tier as, let me say, I don't know, what's a really good figure that came out recently? Age of the Prime's Megatronus. I don't have that figure yet, but yeah, I don't put these in the same tier as that, but we're not comparing that, you know. So Yeti Hound. Yeti Hound is a rumor, and Dino Shockwave, that's right. Deep Sea Explorer Soundwave, Pirate Ship Scourge, Dino Shockwave, and Yeti Hound are rumored. That's right. So we do have more apparently coming out. I just haven't really seen too much of any updates on CyberWorld for 2026. I think it's because it's overshadowed by everything else going up. I know we're getting Swapticons next year, or we're supposed to. So, but with that out of the way, that is our tier list. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Oh yeah, and Arachna is also supposed to come out. I hope you guys really enjoyed trying this out. Again, this was just something that, you know, we'll try and refine in the future, but right now, it's just how it is, you know? Is there any other tier list you want to see? Keep in mind, I am doing studio series in the future, but if there's anything else in particular that you really want to see, like, I don't know, Construct Bots might be a fun one to do in the future. That was fun. Yay! But thank you guys for watching as well, because you guys are what swayed a lot of the votes. You know, this is kind of like the ultimate tier list. So if it's an ultimate tier list, I feel like just having me doing it wouldn't do it any favors, you know? Also, do you like this logo setup? I know it's a simple logo, but with the lights coming through on it and how it's always moving. Do you guys like that? Because I haven't done this on a live stream, something like this. I want to see Pyro, Iron Fist, and CyberWorld. That'd be cool. RID 2001 tier list. Hero Mashers. Ooh. The logo works. Thank you. Alright, so I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun doodads. And I will see you guys next time.